I wanted to explain a little bit about a game that I've been working on, a card game. There's a lot of hype right now throughout the Juggalo world,
yes, sir.
And that is the Into the Echoside card game.
Yes.
Okay. Basically, my friend Lewis Simpson, who was an EMS friend of mine,
and a great fucking guy.
Yeah, when I used to be working EMS as an EMT, he basically came up to me and he pitched the idea, you know, because we're all gamers. Like, we've been gamers our whole life.
Right.
Like, every other Saturday we get together and game, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We play everything from, like, tactical board games to, like, role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, whatever.
Right.
So he came at me and he's like, okay, there's all these deck building games out there that we're really into, and he's like, what about if we make a Juggalo version of a deck game? Now, a deck building game, as they're called, it's not like Magic the Gathering.
I was just about to ask you.
No, it's nothing like that. It's not those are collectible card games. A deck building game, when you buy it, everything is included in the game. Okay? It has a board. There's over 220 cards. There's a dice. You know what I'm saying? There's the rule book. Everything is included. That's all you need to play the game. You're never going to have to buy anything else. It's all included.
Right.
Deck building games right now in the gaming world are really popular, and they're really fun and addictive to play.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I introduced my wife to one called Ascension, okay? And I brought it home, and I was like, look, just try this out, you know, see if you like it. She's not a gamer at all. She played it, and she loved it. And now every day, she's trying to get me to play, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
awesome.
Repeatedly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Too much so, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anyway, so when he came in,
you know it's too much when this guy says, all right, that's enough.
My whole family is into these games.
Right.
We bought a slew of them because there's mad amounts of them, you know.
Right.
And so, you know, basically when he pitched me the idea, I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this. So we started working on the game. It took us about 2 months to design. We designed a game that's totally original to any other deck building games. It's got a lot of unique things about it that don't appear in any other deck building games. Like, we redesigned and came up with our own version of a deck building game, and it's a Juggalo version.
Okay.
It includes all your favorite characters, including you know, everybody from Violent J, Shaggy, to Rude Boy, Carlito's in the game.
DJ Carlito.
Check it out. We got Twisted, Blaze, like
awesome,
basically
man.
Across the board. We reached out to every artist that, you know, basically Juggalos love and respect,
right.
and we asked them to allow us to use their, you know, likeness in the game, and basically sign it off, sent back the contracts. It was a long process, but and then contacted Tom Wood, who is an amazing artist. Like, seriously, one of the best artists on the planet.
Yes,
you know
no doubt.
And I just pitched. I gave him a. They call it a pitch for the Angels. I gave him a pitch for the Angels. I basically, you know, talked to him on the phone for about hours straight, and I basically poured my heart out, and I was like, look, man, I know you're highly sought after, and I know your fucking workload is crazy, but, you know, you're the best artist that I know that can fucking bring this whole thing to life, you know? And like, you know, when you're thinking about, like just recently I saw his card. The card is Super Balls, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of ninjas are familiar with the shirt, right?
Right.
Well, the fucking artwork on this thing is wig fucking flipping. You know what I'm saying? He took the Super Balls character to a whole nother level.
Wow.
And you see him like flying above the planet Earth, and you see the Earth all in the background. You could swear it's almost spinning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so amazing. Like, his artwork is so incredible.
Okay.
And so he's just been flipping our wig. Every once in a while, he'll send us like 5 or 6 of these cards to look at, and we're like, one of them is the Wizard of the Hood.
So wait a minute, he's doing the whole 200 and something.
He's doing
cards?
all of them, the entire game.
So is this gonna take him like 5 years?
No, no. He's.
I mean, I know he's the shit. That's why I'm asking.
He's full time on this shit right now.
Okay.
That's all he's doing is working on the artwork. So he's pumping them out. All right, check it out. The cover that you can see that's up there. You know, right now, if you could try to bring up the cover, Nick, that would be great. It's actually on the Insane Clown Posse site. It's actually, it's also on the Gathering site. You'll see it there.
Right.
But he did that cover, and
for the Wizard of the Hood.
Yeah, and the Wizard of the Hood, which you'll see at the Gathering site. You'll see the artwork there, which features all the characters from the Wizard of the Hood EP. He did the art for that. Right. Yeah, and that artwork, you know, we used to promote the Wizard of the Hood concert, but that artwork was done for the card game.
Right.
That's just one card. That's just one card
that was
in the game.
Man.
Yeah, and you look at that art, and it's incredible.
Let me ask you this while it's on my mind, Jumpsteady. What, two things. One, if you haven't seen the Gathering of the Juggalos promo video, go to YouTube right now and check that shit out. Because you called me the night before it aired, and you were like, Rude Boy, you're going to fucking get your wig flipped. Right. And it was the shit. Kuma schooled it. Now, my question about the card game. What's the difficulty in this? Can any ninja learn it?
Well, I was playtesting this with a gamer friend of mine just the other night, and when we were done, like everybody that's playtested it loves the game. Okay, number one, and when he was done, he was like, I love this game because there's no it's clear. Like every card, you know what I'm saying? It's not overly complicated like most deck building games are. We made sure that everything was clear and there was no confusion. And a lot of deck building games, when you're playing them, you get in arguments over how certain cards are going to be played and all that. So there is a simplicity to the game that like hums. You know what I mean? Right. It just works. You know what I mean? And you're building your strategies as you're playing. But there is a complexity as well to keep it interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's not as simple as like playing Uno. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you play the game one time, you got it.
Uno always turns into a fight when I'm playing with somebody, man. Shit. Right. You can't use draw 4 now. You have to follow suit. That type of shit.
But once you play the game one time, you got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the first game, if other ninjas have played it before, they're just kind of explaining it to you, and you're like, oh, okay. But once you get through that first game, you're like, okay, I know exactly what the fuck's going on now. Let's play again.
Now, can I ask you this? Now, a level of the length of the game, could it go on for days, or is this all right, we're gonna sit out for a couple hours?
It's a 2 to 4 player game. Okay. You know what I mean? If you're playing a 2-player game, obviously it's gonna go a lot quicker. A 2-player game, I would say about 40 minutes to like an hour. If you're playing like a 4-player game, it'd probably go 40 minutes to like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah.
So, and then you can also play teams. You can have like 2 versus 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right. But I'm not gonna explain you how to play the game because
Yeah. We're just getting the gist.
But maybe at some point,
we should do it live.
Later Juggalo show, we could probably play the game live.
We should do it live and maybe even bring in a listener or two to try it.
Right, no doubt.
As a contest.
Yep. But anyway, I'm super excited about it. One of my greatest joys in life is to create games. And I've done that with the Quest for Shangri-La, Morton's List. I've done a role-playing game. And every time I'm doing it, I just feel like everything is right with the world. Like it's just like I'm on fire. Like you know what I'm saying? Good. Like my creative juices are going. It was like what I was meant to do or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's so crazy. I'm sitting in between 2 guys that create games.
It is, man. It's nuts.
Wow. Hey, Rob. Yeah. So would you say it's kind of a journey through your imagination of the psychopathic universe? You know what I mean? With every character and every reference included, and then all this dope art that you peep while you're playing and kind of unleashing the power of the card, so to speak.
Yeah, like every card is representing something in the Juggalo world. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the cards are taken from characters right from Insane Clown Posse songs. Like I said, like Super Balls or whatever. Like it was a character that kind of Joey made up. There's Vera Lee. You know what I'm saying? Is in the game. Neck Cutter, stuff like that. Moon Glorious, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Chasing Rudy.
Right. It covers a lot of things from the Dark Carnival, like the whole Dark Carnival flavor. Like, all the Joker's cards are in the game. You could pull the Great Malenko card, you know what I'm saying? Then you obtain it, you get to add it to your deck, and you get to use it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's and then there's underground artists too, like Mad Child, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Whitney Payton, you know what I'm saying, is in the game, like, you know what I'm saying? So there's like all kind of, it's just a broad spectrum, all these different characters.
I like it.
And there's in the game, there's 3 different allegiances. There's the Dark Carnival, Underground, and then Psychopathic Allegiance. You know what I mean? And you kind of build your deck on one of these 3 allegiances, but I don't want to confuse you, so we won't go any further than that. But that's the main hook of the thing, I
love it, man. It sounds great. Now, is there a timeline where we're looking at this may be coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out at the Gathering. Oh, it will be out. You know, I talked at length with Tom Wood to make sure it's like doable, and he's steadily killing it with the art. Like, you know what I mean? Just every once in a while, he just drops us like 6-7 more cards, and we're like, wow, man, this is just really fucking fresh.
I'm telling you, it's exciting times going on.
It's coming out better than I could possibly have even imagined.
Now, you're working on that, Rob, and of course, everyone knows that you work the Gathering. Are you hooked up to a machine where you don't sleep, or it's just, you know, do you have a battery pack in your back or something?
You know, it's just a lot of late nights, you know what I'm saying? And even when I go home, like I bring my laptop, and I'm just, like, I'll be watching, like right now I'm watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, good show.
Yeah, and I'll be working. Like, while I'm watching the fucking show, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, constantly working all the time, like, sitting in bed and stuff.
Right.
And, you know, I have some downtime. You know, I make sure I get some time to myself. But, you know, the stuff I'm working on right now, like, there's a couple music videos we're about to put out that I'm currently working on that as well. I'm working on in the Echoside, and I'm working on, you know, the Gathering.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it's a lot. But it's all stuff that I love doing.
Right,
you know
and you got a passion for it.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and it's like you utilizing like the positive thinking, and you get ninjas around you. They see what you're doing and they get inspired. You know what I'm saying? And they want to get on board. They're like, oh shit, you know, you're schooling this. How can I help? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like a lot of times it's kind of like the Tom Sawyer painting the fence. Like when he in the story he's painting the fence and he's acting like he's all happy, and all of a sudden everybody wants to paint the fence. It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're working on a music video and they see you doing set design, and like just yesterday I was fucking doing set design. Like there was an abandoned house, and I was basically putting all the furniture in. You know, I had a crew help me, but putting all the furniture in and making it look lived in, like if someone was actually there. You know, and it's like, you know, I was amazed at how many people want to jump in and join me when they saw what I was doing, like loading up furniture into the SUV, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, you know? And all of a sudden they want to, oh, can I help? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, great. Let's go, let's do this. That's awesome. You're working on a video? Shit, you know? So, you know.
Right, something special.
Hey, Rob, have you ever thought about making a video game?
Yeah, I did actually. There was talks of it. I actually wrote a story for a video game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was gonna be a role-playing video game involving a Juggalo trying to make his way to the Dark Carnival.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was gonna it was this whole thing that I worked out, and at one time we were gonna pitch it, and I forget the gaming company we were gonna pitch it to, but it all kind of like fell away. You know what I'm saying? It never happened or whatever. But yeah, I was really interested because my favorite video games are role-playing style video games.
Right.
That would have been awesome. Like, you know what I mean? If I could have if that could have came to be, you know, it'd have been an amazing thing, you know.